Hey everybody, welcome back to Vintage Poorboy on Elm Creek. This is Graybeard Gaming, and we're in sleepy time. It looks like we're going to wake up here in December. I'm not really going to do a whole lot in December. We're actually going to sleep through the majority of the winter here because we don't have really anything to sell this January, if I remember correctly. I don't. But one thing I am going to do is I am going to get the animals fed and watered and ensure that they are taken care of. You know how that's important to us. All right, so let's go ahead and get them some feed. I'm going to have to probably go ahead and get them watered as well. So as you remembered last time, I said I would go ahead and get the field here planted into grass. That is taken care of. Also, I do want to go ahead and check in on our cows. We do have some milk. That's fine. I'm probably not going to need to. I might sell it. We'll see. It could be something that we just do as far as another production. So we are full there. I mean, I'm not going to have to worry about it because I only have one way of taking liquid anyways. And you know, let's go ahead, let's see how our cows are doing for feed. We are sitting at 4,000, so we are going to have to get them some TMR this month. Not the end of the world. We have 3,400 liters of milk. I do want to take a quick peek and see how much slurry they are currently at as far as, you know, let me see. Yeah, I could use some more base feed, but let's go ahead and see how full we are on slurry. We're only about a quarter of the way full, so we've got some time before we have to really worry about the slurry. So yeah, let's go ahead and feed our chickens, and then we're gonna have to go and purchase a little bit of stuff at the shop so that we can ensure that our cows are fed. All right, get these chickens fed up nice and strong. All right, oops, I didn't want to do that yet. Now I can. I did want to make sure that I covered it. I don't want to leave it uncovered all winter long. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head into town and get the things we need. And I'm sure you guys might be wondering, what is it that this farm needs? And there's a couple things. Primarily pig food. So let's go ahead and let's purchase some of that. I like the lizard pig feed because it's cheap, and so am I. Just ask the ladies. All right, so we get 1,000 liters for 900, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick up 8 of those. All right, the other thing we need to get is some TMR. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pick up some TMR, we're gonna pick up this one here, and we are gonna pick up 3 of those. And that ought to keep us sitting pretty well for a little while. Now, that took a good chunk of money out of us. We were expecting that though. So while that is loading, there's something else I need to buy. And I just want to double check that it's not something that's available. And look at that, that plow is available. So is that tanker truck, which we could use to haul water, and that's actually not a bad idea. We could haul all of our milk with that. It holds 12,000 liters. How much milk do we even have? That's the better question. So if we look at how much milk we have, we only have 3,400 liters, but when we start figuring out how much that milk is worth, it's not worth a lot right now. It's not worth a lot at all. But that's something we can look for in the future, is a tank. But while we're here, let's just keep doing the loading of that. I actually need to pick this up. We have some options. I think that, you know, if we pick up the, I was thinking this Q5M trimmer wouldn't be a bad one to get. If we look at the Quickie, which is the equivalent Quickie, is 8,000. So I don't know. They're about the same. Let's take a quick look at it. I like the look of this one better than I do the other. Plus, this one's changeable colors, but I'm not going to change colors because I don't know if they're free. Oh, they are free. Oh, that makes it so much harder. Let me see. Crimson red. Crimson red. That might actually be what we do. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to buy this. And then we are going to also see if we can't find the pallet fork that goes along with it. Now we can go with the stall, which is probably the option we're going to do because it is a better price, and we can go with the crimson red stole as well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to buy that. All right. So we're going to keep loading these up because we've got a while to go before this is full, and then we will go ahead and we'll pick up our loader. And we did spend quite a good chunk of our money, which is unfortunate, but had to happen. So we'll still have 100. I mean, we'll when we wind up selling our oats in January, that'll push us back up over 70,000. Even with the deductions for this month, that's the only thing we are selling in January. So, you know, next thing we want to do is we're just going to unhook really quick. And by unhooking and grabbing this, it's been a while since I've used a loader, but we can put those in our trailer. Oh yeah, it's a little bit dark on the color. Not terrible though, but I do like the stole. And what we'll do here is, I think I can actually load these two right on the front and if they're loaded up on the front, they'll just be that much easier to deposit into our cows. And I've kind of resigned myself to just purchasing the TMR. It's just probably the easiest way to go about it, I think. I don't know. Maybe we can only load one on the front, which is fine. That's all we can load. That's all we can load, you know. We'll just go ahead and put the forks closer together and head right in and grab that just like so. Tip it back so it doesn't fly off. And we will head back to our farm. And once we have all of this taken care of and the animals are fed, we're going to go ahead, we're going to sleep, and then we're going to load up our oats really quick, get those taken into market. And then we'll call that the month of January. So the one thing though that I want to talk about is the fact that we are going to combine those other two fields so that we can plant them into cotton, and that would be our large cotton field for the year is right there. I've been thinking what's the best way to go about making money, and soybeans, there's more money in soybeans than there is in cotton unless we are making clothing. So I would like to pick one or the other and put soybeans in one spot or the other. The problem is the soybeans were in over there and they were over there. So this season we might not do any soybeans. We might actually just do an oat field and just have to be happy about the field of oats. Which is fine. I was hoping that I could offload these two without actually having to dig them out, and it looks like no, it didn't. I was very hopeful for a second there. I thought one had disappeared, but it has not. That's fine. We'll do this the other way, and once they are out of the way, I really need to turn that off because I can do all this without having the help menu there. Alright, so we'll get this guy out of here and we'll just drop him down right there, and that should be good. Yeah, that gets them enough feed. They should be doing alright for the rest of the winter. Shouldn't have to buy any more for them. And we will go ahead and back this here up to the trailer because we do need, I don't know if I can spin this around. I know I'm not in a growth stage, but I don't like to drive over it. But I know that my growth stage isn't where it's gonna destroy the crops yet. But again, I don't like to drive over it if I can help it. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will back this in. Maybe. Alright, now we can offload some food for the pigs, and we can go ahead and turn off our tractor, because that will be the next spot that we go to anyways. It's just to get our pigs taken care of. So let's get to sleep here. Then we're going to go ahead, and when we wake up, we're going to go ahead and feed our pigs, feed our chickens, and get our oats. Put those in our big tipper trailer and head those over to probably Feed and Grain South, unless Johnson's feed mill is selling them for more. Alright, so it is January. Oh no, we've got fresh snow. That's to be expected. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in here. We will give them some food and close that back up. Don't want it full of snow. That doesn't do us any good. It looks like we're about full of eggs too, so we're going to have to consider getting those taken over to our fast food restaurant across the way, which I could probably do because I have now got forks. Let's go ahead and lower that down, see if we can't get these loaded on really easy. Okay. The big trick is going to be whether or not I can scoop up both of these at once. It looks like I can, if I can just get over to them. Oh, I was so close. I'd like to just try and do this all in one or two trips. Oh no, I've got my fork stuck. Well, I think we're just going to have to do this a different way, guys. I didn't want to do it this way, but I don't see a whole lot of options at this point. Alright. Just going to set that one there. Set this one here. And we will set this one on top of them. And we'll just take them all over, get them sold. So it shows 2,800, but I do know that we have more. It's more like 4,200, and that's fine. We will quickly sell these eggs off, make ourselves about $5,000 to $8,000. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out because it just sounds like the thing to do. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just set these here. Let's watch the money climb. Yeah, about $5,000. Decent money, considering what it's costing us to produce them. It's pretty good money. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab our oats and haul those over to Field and Grain South. Call that another episode in the books. Any new construction projects will have to wait until next year. I do want to take the time to combine that fields back here, because those are the two that we are going to put together. And let's see if we can't get this lined up underneath. I may just have to turn around to do it. And we've got Oats, 18,000 liters. And I'm going to have to dump them out because I did not have this set up on the large trailer. So I'll have to go ahead and run this over after I dump these out. Because I'm a silly rabbit. But I am glad, though, that I have the bucket on there, and that'll help me with some weight, offset the actual. There we go. Customize this. I should go pick up our weight. I'm trying to think where it actually is. Let's go see. Yeah, I thought it was over here. It is. Let's go ahead and pick this weight up if I can drive around to it. And we will go ahead and add that weight so we can be able to pull this better. I know it's not probably totally necessary, but it does seem like it's a logical step to make. And the more I'm thinking about it, you guys, I'm having a lot of misgivings about doing more cotton until we can actually afford to make sure we can afford to purchase our own harvester for it. So I am having those misgivings that maybe I should just plant both these fields into oats, and that way, I don't feel like I'm, taking advantage of the leasing system, which I currently kind of am, and that's why I haven't built Granny's shack also, because I feel like that would be, taking advantage of that entire system that we purchased. Or we harvested our field at a minimal cost. We saved like $46,000 by not purchasing that. So I kind of feel that's a little bit of a cheat if we were to put in Granny's shack and then make $150,000 off of that at a $3,000 investment. Just feels a little bit shady. So what I'll do is I'll sell the cotton next month to the spinnery, and we'll then, it'll be more of a fair deal because we aren't getting quite as good of a return. It'll only be like $30-some thousand, a little bit more of a fair deal. And I'll probably sell it to the cheaper option, which I think is Johnson's Farm Market. It just seems more of a fair thing to do, considering the circumstances that we used leased equipment. So that in mind, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to sell this off. This should push us right around $80,000. And once we get through to selling off our other product, we should be sitting very nicely. And we didn't get as much as I had hoped, but again, it's all about making sure, you know, making sure things are fair. I didn't even check the prices. I could have, and it probably would have paid me more to do that, but you live and you learn, guys. So now that we've sold that, we are going to roll over into the month of, we're actually not going to do anything until probably March, when we can plant our 2 fields with oats. So when we come back next time, we will combine those 2 fields and get them prepped out, get all of our lime laid out, and get ready to put in our fields full of oats. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, have a great day. This is Graybeard Gaming signing off. See ya.